Live from Studio 5 in New York City, this is the News at 6.
And we welcome you back to our feature story tonight on the selfie. Well, taking pictures of ourselves, really nothing new, but the internet lets us really share them everywhere. Interesting, though, it also lets us create an image of our lives that might not be quite accurate. Melissa, I should say, it's Zardi begins our look now at the truth behind selfies.
We may not want to admit it, but we live in the day and age of the selfie. Some may say that taking selfies makes us narcissistic. Others say it's a way of showing self-love. So what's the obsession with the selfie? We went to find out.
I think it's a good way to take pictures with your friends, and I also think it's a convenient way instead of having to ask someone.
It seems everywhere you turn, someone is taking some sort of selfie. Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, or even the finger-swiping dating apps, you'll see selfie after selfie.
This is really an international phenomenon that we are in a culture of social media.
According to a professor at the University of Florida, 93 million selfies are taken a day worldwide.
Females, adolescents, and non-heterosexual people tend to be the top 3 groups that post the most selfies.
Even more shocking, it's estimated the average millennial will take almost 26,000 selfies in their lifetime.
There was a large study in Korea, and they found that the 4 main reasons why people post selfies, the first one was attention.
Which Peter Economo, an associate professor at Felician University, says leads a lot of people to label habitual selfie takers as narcissists. Archiving, communication, and storytelling, other main reasons for snapping those forward-facing pictures. There's also perception.
No one's posting that they just had a huge fight with their partner, that their kid just threw up on them, and that they really hate their kid at the moment, right? No one's posting that stuff. They're posting, look how great my family is, and look at this wonderful trip that I'm able to take. The misconception that life is perfect.
And with new research showing more time spent on social media directly impacts a person's anxiety and depression level, Professor Economos suggests people try to post with a purpose.
Assess your intent. What is the intent of posting? And then you'll have the answer about what it is. Who are you posting it for? You know, who's your audience?
In Manhattan, Melissa Azadi, Fox 5 News.
Let's take a selfie right now. Look who's back. Dr. Ben is here. Dr. Ben Michaelis, psychologist in New York. And, you know, we just heard about all this whole thing. So what's your view? Is it narcissistic, or is it like just, you know, self-love, just taking care of yourself?
You know, it's a great question, and it really only the person that's taking the picture and putting it out there can decide. Because what may seem like narcissistic is actually someone just taking care of themselves and just putting out an image there.
So it depends on the individual. That's what you're saying.
It really does.
How about people, though, okay, who do plastic surgery, you know, because they want to look good at the selfies, you know, whether it's FaceTime or Skype? What about all of that?
It's very tricky, and a lot of people are going down a sort of a road there in that regard. What's important is that you are putting forth an image that you are comfortable with.
Okay.
And ultimately, look, it's very easy to judge. People do plastic surgery for all sorts of reasons.
True.
And what matters is that the person feels good about the image that they are actually putting out there online.
As we saw, 93 million selfies a day worldwide. Astronomical number, in my opinion.
It's extraordinary.
What about age? You know, I mean, like some people start very early. I mean, 5 years old. I mean, what do you think about that? Good, bad, or what?
I think that when it comes to our kids, we need to be really thoughtful, because our kids are not really consenting to being put on the internet in this way, and it's going to follow them throughout their lives. So we really want to be thoughtful about the images we put of our children online.
That's true.
And to ask them, because these are images that are going to follow them throughout their lives.
A lot of people ask this question: why do we need all this attention? Whatever happened to this thing called privacy?
I think that I totally agree with you. I think that basically, as our society has shifted, I think that as the family has moved apart, as community has moved apart, we are really trying to fill some void. We're looking out there, out in the world, for some form of validation that we may used to have gotten from our families, from our communities, and it's a way of putting some beacon out to the world to get those likes or get that experience of feeling validated.
But a lot of people get a kick out of it, too. You know?
They do.
You see those pictures out there and you say, oh, wasn't that nice to see you? Some of it is really sweet in many ways and innocent, and it's a good thing.
Yeah, it is.
Well, very good. Dr. Ben, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Come back again.
Will do.
All right, coming up next year.